Welcome, beautiful ones. How are you this new fine day? I am the host, Sonia of the Treasures You podcast, and our emotional body speaks. Yes, our emotional body is a part of all of us. Let me just get myself a little together here. I don't know. But yes, dear ones, we live in a world where a lot of us, we do not honor our emotions. We do not recognize our emotions. Well, I'm here to share with you that your emotions, they are messages. They are messages to tell you what you believe about yourself. So take note of that. We cannot disregard our emotional body. Our emotional body is helping us to navigate this life journey safely. It's helping us to understand ourselves. Yes, it is. Because we are in a new cycle. This is a new cycle of the leader. This is a new cycle of beginnings, new fresh beginnings. And because we are in this new cycle, I really don't think most of us understand what this new cycle is about. This is brand new, meaning nothing came before us. Okay? The slate is clean. There's nothing to go by. You can create a completely brand new world. This is the significance. All of what has happened is gone. And it stopped, dear ones, with the old cycle. Yes. So 2025 was the year of the serpent, where we had to peel back layers and layers and layers so we can get to where we are right now. And some of us are still peeling back layers, which is okay. But the significance of this new cycle is because it has never been done before. This is the inception point of this new earth. That, guess what, beautiful ones? We are creating. Yes, we are creating this new earth. So that means we have to honor our emotional body. When you're sad, that's a message to give you that indication to do something, or maybe to not do anything. But we have to key in to all parts of ourselves. Yes, beautiful ones, if you are new to the Treasures You podcast, this is what we talk about. We talk about the things that most don't talk about because we haven't been taught to talk about ourselves. To talk about ourselves in a light way, in a superior way, in a sovereign way, in a great way, in a loving way. Yeah, we have not. No. There's a huge part of the collective that loves to talk down about ourselves. I never understood that. I really never understood that. But I understand it now. And I didn't fall into that trap. As a matter of fact, I'm laughing to myself because I can remember when I was younger saying some things. And then as I would say it, my soul would say, "Why did you say that?" You see what I'm saying? So it was like my soul is checking me. Yeah, my soul is checking me because I'm not going to knock myself down, especially when I know where I come from, where you come from. Okay? We come from the Most High. There's nothing above and there's no one beneath us. We are physical, reincarnated fractals of the Creator, okay? The Creator. And the Creator wanted to experience, wanted to witness, wanted to observe everything. And this is what we're doing. And this is why this new beginning in 2026 is significant because it has never been done before. And I'm picking up that we have the capacity to go beyond the 5D. And for some who may not comprehend of the 5D, beautiful ones, is the space where we live in harmony, we love, we do everything from the heart. We know who we are. There's no trying to compete with another person. There's no trying to outdo a person. There's no trying to think that, oh, I'm going to be the richest person on earth. These are all man-made, and we are of man, but those ideas are okay if they're aligned and balanced. But when they're not aligned and balanced, and they're coming from a place of greed, a place of knocking others down, a place of I'm better than you, you're less than me. Yeah, when it's coming from that place, then you need to pause for a moment and question, because the Creator did not desire to have fractals of itself that would belittle, that would knock down, that would judge. Yeah, that's not in alignment. But of course, it has been done, right? Yeah, of course, it has been done for eons and eons, but does it make it right? And I'm one who does not like to say right or wrong. I like to say awareness. So for all of those people who have that mentality of judgment, of belittling, of thinking you're better than another person, you need to check yourself. Because what did I say? The Creator, the Most High, created every life form. And when the Creator created every life form, He did not create every life form to judge, to belittle, and to have that mentality of I'm better than you, because that is simply not a true statement. It is your truth, but it's not a universal truth. Okay, let's just clear that up. Yeah, that's your truth, but it's not a universal truth. Did you catch what I just said? A universal truth. We are speaking universal truths. That is what all of us is aiming for. Universal appeal, not what you think. Okay? Now, if you align to the universal essence, then kudos to you. Yeah, kudos to you. Because the creator that is within all of us and that we are fractals of, and we know this because it's within us, wanted to experience, as I said, but not at the expense of others feeling less than. Okay, so just think about what I just said. It's all about awareness. So, us being aware, we have to be aware of our emotional body. Our emotional body that is always talking to us, giving us indications, helping us to see the things that we could not see clearly. Yes, the Creator wanted to express, wanted to observe, witness, experience itself. So, what does that say? We wanted to experience ourselves in this 3D, this 3D world where there are gifts everywhere, where we are the mirrors of one another. And our emotions are key players in our evolution because it tells so much about us, our beliefs. What do we believe in? Do you believe in the illusion, or do you believe in the infinite that is unbound, that is unchained, that is unmeasurable? Yeah. So our emotions is a gift. Did you know that? Our emotions is a gift. If we didn't have the emotions, then we wouldn't be human. This is a part of the human aspect that makes us human. We're not a robot, but most of us, and I can say this because I fell into this category, a lot of us act like robots. Meaning no heart, no feelings, numb, just numb. The heart is cold. The heart is like a rock because of many things. So we have to honor that emotional body, just like we got to honor our mental body. We honor our physical body. We honor our spiritual body. This is all a part of us. We cannot exclude it. We cannot disregard it. Yes. We cannot act like it doesn't exist, because when we do that, you're saying that you don't exist completely. Yeah. Yes, beautiful ones. Our emotional body, they are the messengers to the core beliefs that is running around in your mind. So when you see somebody get hurt, what is your first indication? Like, you see somebody get hurt. I guess, I'm asking this question, and you really honestly cannot answer it unless you are in that experience, like right now. Yeah, you really can't answer that honestly. You can say what you would do, but you really don't know what you would do unless you were in it right now. Yeah. I know some people, and I know you know as well, some people that they see trauma or they see a person get hurt and they close their eyes to it. They just walk past and they don't want nothing to do with it, which is fine. It is. It's fine. There really is no judgment. But how is your emotional body responding to that? Is your emotional body saying, go help that person? You see what I'm saying? What is your emotional body telling you? We have to key into the emotional body, dear ones, because it's a part of us. We cannot exclude any part of us because this is what makes us us. Okay? Our emotional body is those messengers that we receive from our cells. It's just say somebody bought you flowers and you love flowers, right? So when you go to your door and they deliver it and you get these flowers, and your emotions are just so light and happy because you received a gift, a material gift that you love. So you respond with happiness, right? And it makes your heart just feel so good because you just received a physical gift. Now, I know a lot of people, and I have witnessed this recently, and because I witnessed this, it made me understand more deeply about humanity in general. So I just want to share that I know quite a few people that you can share a beautiful experience with them. And because of their emotional body, it's all out of whack. It's not aligned for them to respond correctly. I have witnessed many people. It's really an eye opener. I don't want to say it's sad, but it's an eye opener. I have witnessed many people that when you tell them about a beautiful thing, let's just give an example of a baby was born, all right? Let's just say this baby is your grandson or your granddaughter. So you tell this person that you're going to be a grandma. So when you tell this person that, they don't respond at all. It's like void. There's no expression on the face, there's no smiling, there's nothing. Yeah, I've witnessed this in many people. And for me, as I said, it's an eye opener. So when I witnessed this, I already know because I'm attuned to my emotions. I mean, I'm not going to fly off the handle and just be unmanageable with my emotions, but I can acknowledge when there's a beautiful gift of a baby coming into the world that naturally you respond in a way of joy. Well, this example, this person did not respond with joy. This person did not respond at all. Okay? So, this is a key indicator that this person's emotional body is numb. It's not aligned with the heart for many reasons. I can give scenarios. I can't tell you with that person what it is unless I sat down and talked with them. But the emotional body can be numb because many people have a lot of tragedy and traumatic experiences in their lives. And because of that, most of us are still carrying those traumatic experiences. So when you carry that, that's like it is a dense energy that you're carrying it with you, and it's preventing you from reacting, or not from reacting. It's preventing you from responding to a normal experience where you're supposed to be joyful or have some type of emotion. some type of feeling, some type of response. This is it. But when you don't get any response, that's a clear indication that the emotional body is numb. It's, what's the other word? It's numb, and it's not in alignment with the heart because it can't respond. It can't respond because it has so much of itself. It has so much traumatic pain, within itself that it cannot respond naturally. Yeah, it just can't do it. Yeah, and like I said, I have witnessed this with many people. And for me, it's an eye opener. It lets me know that the emotional body, and not just the emotional body, we're talking about the mental body as well, and then the physical body, because everything is interconnected, everything is interwoven together. So this is why it's important for us to honor, acknowledge our emotional body. That's why we have the emotional body. Yeah, this is why we have the emotional body. So if you cannot respond at all, that's a red flag. That's an indicator that something is off and something needs to come back into alignment so you can be able to respond. Okay? So if you can't respond, then you know what that is. You know what that is. It's a dense, heavy energy that you're carrying around. And it can be a lot of stuff that you're carrying around, but we have to have our hearts open. We have to be able to respond to the experiences in life. We can't shut ourselves off and act like nothing's happening. Yeah, we cannot do that. And I have witnessed that, beautiful ones. So take note of that. If you are in a position where you cannot respond when a person shares a experience, an experience that is joyful, and you can't feel joy. My screen looks, what is up with my screen? There we go. That's better. Oh, it's the sun, my screen. Oh my God, look at that. Why am I I'm like faint. I don't like how my screen looks. I don't like how I look either. Let me put that there. Let me see if my screen looks better. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. There we go. I look a lot better. We cannot disregard our emotional body. We just cannot do it because it's a part of us. We cannot do it. So when your emotional body cannot respond, that is when it's speaking to you to let you know that you need to acknowledge your emotional body. You need to sit down with yourself, take up meditation, prayer. You have to get back in tune with your emotional body. Yeah, you do. Laugh more. Laughing is great for any type of sadness, illness, misalignment. Yeah, find something really funny to laugh at and laugh. Yeah, I'm talking about laugh for like an hour, and guess what will happen? You will begin to start feeling some emotions. You will begin to start opening that emotional body up. Yeah, laughter, music as well, good listening music as well. Yes, these are the things that will help you bring your emotional body back on line, to be aligned with your heart. Yeah, because our emotional body is speaking to us all the time. And a lot of times it's telling us to not hold on to past experiences that are no longer taking place. It already happened. So your emotional body is saying, let it go, let it be. Don't continue to hold on to it. Yeah, because when you hold on to it, it makes you not be able to respond because you're holding on to so much traumatic past experiences that your body cannot respond normally to anything. You might can pretend a little with certain things, but you cannot do it for everything. You cannot. So we have to acknowledge our emotional body, beautiful ones. Yes, we do. Because our emotions are the messengers that are always giving us clear indications of where we are at in every moment. Yes. And guess what? When you do listen to your emotional body, you feel good. You really do. You feel good because you're honoring your emotional body. Just as simple as that, beautiful ones. We have to honor all parts of ourselves. Yes, we do. Because if we do not honor all parts of ourselves, guess what happens? Especially with that emotional body, it stays. It's a thought, right? Then it's a belief. And then those beliefs, they stay within the body. Okay? So when it stays in the body, if it's pain, okay, if it's sadness, if it's any type of traumatic stuff, it's within your body. So when it's within your body, guess what's happening? It's creating dis-ease. That dis-ease is what keeps us not aligned to love. We want to always be aligned to love because love is what we are. Okay? Love is what we are. So if we continue to allow ourselves to create, because we create everything, dear ones, everything we create. So when we create these scenarios with our thoughts and our beliefs, as I said, it comes into the body and it causes what we see. It manifests as dis-ease, and it could be anything. I'm going to give you an example. The thyroid. I know many women. I worked in a place, can't believe that I saw this, but I did work in a place where majority of the women, they were young, they were middle age, they were older women. I want to say at least 20 women in the department that I worked at had their thyroids taken out. Now I'm going to share with you on a spiritual perspective what that means. And you will understand this because humanity, all of humanity, not just women, men as well, we have an emotional scar. And the thyroid, women and men, but really mostly women have been suppressed with speaking. So that pain is still living within humanity. So this is why, and this is a deep reason why, dear ones, when you do not speak your truth, it can cause an imbalance in your thyroid. So that's why we got the hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism, and then many other things with our hormones. So everybody, it affects everybody different in a different way. But I'm just letting you know on a spiritual perspective, okay, this is major. When you don't speak your truth, it stays in here. Like I said, whatever you do not align with, if you dismiss something and you should have said, you should have spoke your truth, and then it just stays right within the body and it causes dis-ease. Now, it doesn't cause dis-ease like one day. No, this is something that is taking place, that has been happening for years and years and years, and you're not speaking your truth. And collectively, as I said, humanity has this suppressive wound across the board for men and women. But women have that wound because women have been persecuted for so many years. Women have been suppressed for so many years, decades. And some women to this day cannot speak. Yeah. So it's still happening in the world. The suppression is still happening. And that's a shame. It's 2026. It's a new cycle where women should be able to express themselves because guess what? The Creator gave everybody a voice to speak, to express oneself. And that's a gift. That's another gift, to speak. Okay? Speaking is a gift. All right? So the thyroid, when you don't speak your truth, when you hold things in, where do you think it goes? It goes within the body and it creates dis-ease. Yeah, this is deep because we are deep and we need to learn all of these things so we can understand ourselves, so we can have a state of well-being instead of a state of dis-ease. So speak your truth. Do not hold it in right here so your thyroid and whatever else may come of it because you didn't speak your truth. That's the spiritual perspective of it. And you're not going to hear that from any medical doctor because it's not in their line of practice to tell you that. No, it's not. All right. So if we did the simple things in our lives, like speaking our truths in our lives, smiling more, saying thank you more to people, saying I appreciate you, I'm grateful for you. If we started to change the language every day in our lives, I'm here to tell you, your whole life will change. You have just changed the whole vibration of your energy to a lighter frequency. You let go of that dense energy that has been holding all of humanity back. Yeah. But we are in a new cycle, beautiful ones. We are listening to our emotional body because our emotional body speaks to us every chance that it gets because it is us. It is helping us on our journey. It is a part of our gifts. It is a part of one of our gifts, and we have many gifts. So the gift of your emotional body is for us to listen to the emotional body when it is speaking to us. This is how we learn and this is how we grow. So listen to your emotional body. Do not suppress yourself. Do not hold things in because when you hold things in, it causes dis-ease. You are throwing your whole energetic essence out of alignment. And we are meant to be in alignment. All right, beautiful ones? So honor all parts of yourself. Listen when your emotional body is speaking to you, and you're going to be okay. You will be okay because you are aligned to the innate ability to listen. Yeah, we have to become better listeners of our own intuitive guidance. Yes, write that down too. To become a better listener, to be patient as well. And when we do those things, we will be on the road to a state of well being. All right, beautiful ones, listen to your emotional body so you can always hear the intuitive wisdom that is being whispered to you every single day. All right, beautiful ones, take care and always remember that the treasure is you. Take care.